Hey friends, let's practice a little bit with mass and volume today. So remember that mass is the measure of the amount of matter in an object, like a solid object. The more mass an object has, the heavier it is. The table shows 2 units of mass in the metric system. So we have 1 kilogram, which also equals 1,000 grams. And you guys remember what we talked a little bit about? A kilogram can actually equal sort of like a heavy book or dictionary or a pair of sneakers. And then a gram can also be related to like 1 paper clip as well. Here are a couple different scales that we can use to measure weight. So we can have like a scale that maybe you guys have seen at home, maybe some that you have seen at the grocery store. And then we can also measure on this like balance, and we can sort of balance out different objects with weights on one side and the object on a different side. Let's practice a question about mass. So it says this watermelon has a mass of 20 kilograms. Mr. Lopez cut the watermelon into 5 equal pieces. What is the mass in kilograms of each piece? So I'm going to go ahead and go back through, and I'm talking a little bit about mass, and I have that important number 20 kilograms. That's the total. Okay, Mr. Lopez cut the watermelon into 5 equal pieces. What's the mass in kilograms of each piece? So that keyword is each. So if I have 20 total kilograms and I divide that into 5 equal pieces, that would equal, you guys remember? 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, it would be 4 kilograms for each piece. Okay? All right, let's review a little bit about volume and capacity. So if you remember, capacity is the measure of how much a container can hold. The table shows 2 units of capacity in the metric system. So when we're talking about liquids, we can measure them in liters and milliliters, and 1 liter is about 1,000 milliliters. So we can use these benchmarks to estimate capacity. A dropper has a capacity of about 10 milliliters. A beaker has a capacity, some of them, of 500 milliliters or half of a liter. And then a sports bottle, like a Gatorade bottle, has a capacity of about 1 liter. And you can also think of like a 2-liter pop bottle that you might have at home that you share with your whole family. That would be 2 liters, so half of that would be 1 liter. And then the milliliters are just tiny. All right, let's practice this. It says that Jared's fish tank has 258 liters of water. He pumped out 65 liters to do a water change. How much water is left in the fish tank now? We're going to decide which operation to use. So I'm going to go back through and circle those important numbers that we're going to be using. So he has a total of 258, okay? And we're talking about liters, so I'm going to label that. And he pumped out 65. So if he pumps it out, that means he takes that away, right? And the key word that I know I'm going to have to subtract is left, okay? So how much water is left in the fish tank now? So we started off with 258 liters, took 65 away, so we're going to have to subtract. We can do 8 minus 5, that's simply just 3. We can't do 5 minus 6 though, so we're going to have to go next door and get 10 more. So we're going to go ahead and have to regroup, so that 2 becomes a 1. We take 1 and give 10. That 5 now becomes 15, and now we can subtract 15 minus 6, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, and 1 minus nothing is still 1. So we know that he has 193 liters left in his fish tank. All right, friends, let's practice this a little bit more tonight for homework, and we'll continue practicing the rest of the week. Great job.